Hey guys, it's Annie and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am going to be doing a chatty get ready with me, and I'm going to be sharing some assumptions that you guys have of me. I put this out there, I feel like a couple weeks ago. It's been a little crazy around here because I told you about the water damage we had in my room and my daughter's room, and we finally got new floors in here, so I'm back in my room. So anyway, so that's why it took me a little bit. So I am going to go through your assumptions and I'm going to answer them for you. Really quickly, if you're new here, I share makeup, skincare, sometimes fashion. And if that's something that interests you, would love to have you join. We help each other in the comments. It's all about that. It's a community here. Would love to have you join. Make sure you smash that subscribe button and make sure that you click that notification bell too. And we're just gonna get right into it. Everything that I'm wearing in this video, by the way, I'm gonna leave below in the comments. I'm gonna be using a couple of new products today. And soon, maybe I'm filming that today actually, I am going to be talking about some new skincare that I'm trying. So I'm going to kind of introduce some of that skincare in another video, and like it'll be an upcoming video that I'm going to talk about that. It won't be a review. I just want to kind of give you a heads up on some things that I'm going to be testing out. I'm going to do something different with my brows today. I'm going to share that in another video though. There was something that I saw on TikTok and I think I'm going to test it out, so stay tuned for that too. I'm going to show you the two things that I'm going to be using today. These are new products that I purchased. One of them is from Glossy Air. It's the Future Dew Oil Serum, so I am using that today. Oh, there we go. There. And then I'm using this. This is the Glossy Air Perfecting Skin Tint. Like that, and then it's got this little squeezy thing here. Let's get to your questions. Let me get here on my Instagram. RueCat41, Renee, you said, I assume that you have a heart of gold, but you don't take crap from anybody. And you would be correct on that. That is true. I am. If you are a friend of mine, I will be there for you and I will help you, and that's the kind of person I am. Like, if you need something, I'm going to be there for you. I will be loyal to you. But girl, if you cross me, it's another story. I think some of that comes down to the fact that when I was a kid, by the way, my favorites, concealer, Sicily, I did a review on it. You guys know how much I love this. I was bullied as a child and as an adult at hell. Sometimes I still get bullied, okay, on here. I can take a lot of it now. I just, whatever, you know, on this platform. But as a child, it's not so easy. So I feel like because of that, it's made me who I am today. And I don't take it from anybody. And I feel like the older I get, the more I feel like that. Like I just don't put up with it from anybody. Know what I'm saying? And that's true, girl. I don't. I assume that you're an outgoing woman who has no fears, at least not in social media. I appreciate you down to earth conversation, matter of fact, beauty products. Okay, so that I'm outgoing. So I assume that you're outgoing and a woman that has no fears. I'm definitely not outgoing. I think I'm better than I used to be. I'm putting on that serum, by the way. It's like slightly tinted. I think I'm more outgoing than I was as a child because, like I said, I was bullied when I was a child. So I do think that I am more outgoing now, but I'm not the person that when I walk in a party, like if I walk into a room, people are like, or if I go to a party or something, I'm not somebody that's going to be the life of the party. That's actually not going to be me. I'm going to find who I know and cling on to that person or people all night long. That's how I am. I'm just not, I guess I could be a little bit socially awkward, I guess. But when you're on this platform, like, I know I'm talking to thousands of people on here on my video, but you guys aren't all in front of me. But I will tell you though, I had to do a couple of years ago, I had to do, not had to, but I did I went to this paint seminar thing, and I had to get up on stage and I had to talk to people, and I was okay with that. I was a little bit nervous. I'm not gonna lie to you and say I wasn't nervous at all, because I was nervous. But I mean, if you had told me to do that as a kid, like to get up in front of the class, do you remember getting up in front of the class? If I had to get up in front of the class, I was just like, I don't want to face people. Just bring me to the chalkboard and just, you know what I mean? So I was able to do that. But in general, I would say I'm more reserved. And if I know you, then we're going to talk and chit chat. But if I go to a function and I don't know people, I'm not going to be a really social person. And my fears, I do have fears. I'm afraid of heights. I don't like to fly because of that. I don't like going over bridges, driving over bridges. When we moved here, I actually had to drive over bridges, which I was terrified. When we were doing it, I told my daughter, okay, we're going over a bridge. Tell me a story. Start talking to me. I don't care what you talk about. Just pick the subject. And I just had to be focused on my husband, who was driving in front of us. Those are the fears that I have. When I was in my 40s, I was afraid I was dying constantly. Were you like that in your 40s? I felt like every time there was something wrong with me, I felt like I was dying. And now that I'm older, when stuff happens, I'm like, whatever. I just kind of ignore it. I don't know if that's good or bad. But when in my 40s, I was worried about everything. And now I'm just kind of like, let's go with the punches. You know what I mean? Somebody said that I assume that you're always the last to leave a party. No, I'm definitely not the last to leave a party. It depends. I guess it depends on the party. I shouldn't say that. It depends. If I feel comfortable there and it's people I know and all that, and I enjoy being around, then I will be the last to leave. But if it's like I'm not having a good time and I don't like the company, then honey, I'm going to be one of the first ones to leave, and I'm going to sneak out. I'm going to sneak out as fast as I can. I assume that you are our loyal, funny friend. You hold back when meeting new people, of fear of being burned again. You are direct and have an opinion, but times question yourself what others think about you. Okay, let's go through this because there's a lot of truth in this. You pretty much nailed me, Tammy. Okay, so I am very loyal. If you're someone that is my friend, I'm going to be very, very loyal to you. We talked about that. Unless you're, you know, abuse our friendship in any way, are cross with me, just not being a good friend in general, then yeah, bye. I don't have time for it anymore. I used to deal with that for a long time. I dealt with people like that. I just don't do it anymore. And then you hold back when meeting new people for fear of being burned. Yes, I'm very choosy about. I don't have a lot of friends, okay? So I'm really choosy about my friends. And living here, I don't have any. I have no friends here in Florida, which I know you're probably like, pity party. No, I'm actually good with it. If I wanted to have friends, I would go out and make friends, but I don't know. I just don't seek it out because I've been burned by too many people. Number one. Number two, I'm just really busy with my channel, my blog, my channel, all that. And then before COVID, at least on the weekends, my husband and I would go out. So he's working during the week. I'm working during the week. I just feel like my days go by fast. I don't have time during the week, and on the weekend, I'd rather hang out with my husband. So, yeah. So that's true. I definitely am. It says you're direct to have opinion, but at times you question what others think about you. Yes. Yes. I'm getting better about that because I'm a people pleaser. But I'm getting better about that because I'm getting more and more where I just don't really care what you think about me. And you have to be that way, especially on this platform. You have to be, or people will just eat you alive. I'm going to put a little bit of bronzer on so you can see. I want to go easy on my makeup here today. I'm not going to go crazy. But I just want to put a little, I just want to warm myself up a little bit. That I assume you're hilarious and would be the funniest friend to hang out with. Aw, thank you. I don't, am I funny? I don't know. Like, am I funny? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, okay, thanks. I don't know. I assume you're a kind and caring woman. Aw, thank you. You know what? I was brought up to you treat others the way you want to be treated. So if you treat me with kindness and respect, you're going to get that back, girl. But if you are rude and obnoxious in any way, then I'm going to be the same back. And I just don't, at my age too, I don't put up with a lot of stuff. There's people I've had to block out of my life actually recently. And it's because let me say this. There's a lot of people that just want, 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 want. But they don't want to give. They just want. They just want from you. And I'm going to use a little, I'm just going to use an example. Even in with what I do here on my channel, there's people that are so, they want you to support them constantly, constantly leave a comment here, leave a comment here on my social media, leave a comment here, leave a comment here. And like I was that person that was always supporting, 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 and then some of these people like never support, never give that back. And after a while you're like, no, I'm sorry, bye, I'm done. You know what I mean? Not calling any names out or anything, but it's like, if I've been following you and consistently supporting you, supporting you, supporting you in so many ways, constantly praising you, and I don't get that back, then bye. A friendship should be two ways. And if it's a friendship or what, if it's just one side, I just don't have time for that. I just feel like it's got to be give and take. I've been in relationships before where people just expect me to constantly do stuff for them and then I get nothing in return. And it's just not good. I feel like it's almost toxic, really. So I just don't put up with it anymore. I don't have time for it. Mom's too old for that stuff, you know what I'm saying? I just don't do that anymore. And anybody that's like that, I lose interest really quickly. Especially if you are like, if, like I was the person constantly doing that. No, I'm done. Or if you are the person that gives out a genuine compliment and then you get something that's very generic that that's not heartfelt, bye. Bye. I don't have time for you. I'm done. That's all I'm going to say about that. Oh, I didn't put my blush on yet. We'll get back to my blush. That's how it is when you're chatting and doing a video. So just ignore the order that I'm doing my makeup, okay? I assume you're guarded until you get to know them. Yes. Assume you're a very hard worker on your YouTube content. I am. I mean, if we don't have anything going on the weekends, then I am working on editing, researching, writing a blog post, whatever. Like I'm always constantly working. I've had my blog, I don't know if this is 10 years or next year is 10 years that I've had my blog. And when I first started my blog, I really, really, really spent a lot of time, writing my content and all that, photography, editing, writing, and then also interacting with a lot of other bloggers. And that takes up so much time doing that. I've been working for years and years and years on things, and with my blog I don't have to work on it as much, which is really nice. And I make a decent income from my blog right now, and I don't put a lot into it, but I had to put a lot of years into it, and I don't as much as I did because I don't interact with other people in the blogging community because I switched from a home decor blogger to a makeup, you know what I mean? So I just don't do that anymore. I just don't have the time to do that anymore. And I actually don't even have comments turned on my blog because I don't have time to address any comments or anything. I just don't have time, so I just have that turned off on my blog because I can't do it. But to answer your question, yes, I put a lot of time into what I'm doing. I mean, I work long hours every day, pretty much every day of the week. Occasionally I'll give myself the weekend off. The summertime I did that more. They assume I'm well off. Honey, I'm not well off. I'm not. People think that I'm not. I'm not. Somebody says I assume you're a straight shooter with no BS, and that is true. But I am always respectful. I'm going to share an example. Like, if I had somebody ask me, like, what do you think about this shirt? I mean, what do you think of, do you like it? What do you think about it? If I didn't like it, I would say that I don't know if that's the right color with your skin tone, or if the shape was off, then I would say I think that you have such a pretty figure that I don't think it's working for you, that particular top, because I feel like you have such a pretty figure, you should show it off better, or something like that. I would never say to somebody, "Oh my gosh, that's so ugly on you. Why would you do that?" It's like some of the comments that I've gotten over the years, I don't get too many rude comments, believe it or not. I don't, but I do. Some people will just offer their opinion without me even asking. Like, I don't really like your hair straight. I like a curly better. It's like, I didn't really ask for your opinion, but okay. Like, I just feel like that's rude. If I ask for somebody's opinion, then I'm open to you being honest and telling me in a nice way. But I would never just go up to a friend even and say, yeah, I don't really like the way your hair is, so I like the way you used to color it better. Just don't really care for the red on you. I like why would you do that? I would never do that. I feel like some people just don't have a filter, and they think because I have a channel they can say what they want, and it's like, so I am truthful to people, but I am respectful about it. I don't just blurt out my opinions unless somebody asks for it. And then when I do, I'm respectful about it. So I'm getting a little sassy today, but if you want me to be honest, here you go. I'm going to share something. This might come off the wrong way. So the family is everything. You're closer. I'm very close to my daughter, really close, and I have worked so hard at that. I was lucky to be a stay-at-home mom, so I got to be home with her. And yes, we were really, really, really close. We've had our ups and downs. It's normal, but in the end, we're extremely close. But I work really, really hard to be that way. And the older they get, the harder it is, because she's living at home right now. I have to give her space, her independence, and as they get older, you kind of have to give them more. You have to just draw yourself back more. And I feel like doing that actually makes us closer. So you are one strong lady. I agree with that. I've been through a lot of things in my life, from being bullied as a child to things that have happened in my life. And I feel like with everything that happens, I feel like life experiences can defeat you or make you stronger. And I chose to use it to make me stronger. And I don't know, I just feel like the older I get, the less I worry about a lot of stuff too. You have a good, dry sense of humor and are very realistic. You are incredibly hardworking, dedicated, perfectionist. I also assume you have fears about poverty and class. I'm not the perfectionist I used to be. Not the perfectionist I used to be. In some areas of my life, I am a perfectionist, and some things will drive me crazy. If I do something and it doesn't turn out, I want to redo it. And sometimes I just have to walk away, because sometimes no matter what you do, you just can't fix something. Do you know what I mean? So in some ways, I am a perfectionist, but like I said, I feel like I'm not as bad. Okay, I'm going to give you an example. Okay, so when I was younger and I would have company over, if somebody would drop a crumb, that would drive me nuts. I'd want to go get the crumb. That's how I used to be. I used to be very like anal about my house being perfect all the time. I'm a very clean and neat person, but I am not a perfectionist. If I was a perfectionist, you wouldn't see all the stuff in here. Okay? You wouldn't see this hair that's not curled that nice, and my hair looks a little bit crazy. I would just be fixing it for hours. But I've learned to kind of just let things go. You know what I mean? So I'm not the perfectionist I used to be. I don't worry about poverty, but I mean nobody wants to be in a position like that either. I'd be lying if I said that nobody wants to do that, but I don't worry about it. You know what I mean? I don't worry about that. I mean, sure, it could happen to anybody, but I don't think about that. I just I always keep focused, keep positive, and I believe in myself, and I believe in things happening, and I feel like when you do that, I do feel like you can make things happen if you have goals. Penny says you appear confident, determined, loyal, respectful, sensitive but strong. If someone does injustice to someone you love, you would hunt them like a deer. Listen, you're right on this. I definitely, let's break this down. I'm confident. Yes, I feel like confidence for me has grown with age, because I definitely wasn't confident when I was younger. If I could tell my younger self something, I would tell my younger self, my teenage person, that to be more confident and don't worry about what other people think. I really wish I would have done that when I was younger, and I didn't. But I feel like the older I get, I feel like the more confident I get. I'm definitely very determined. I don't give up. I am a fighter, and I do not give up. I will not give up, for sure. I'm very, very strong-willed like that. I'm definitely respectful. Respect is really important to me, and I always feel like you should always treat others the way you want to be treated, and I would never be disrespectful. It's funny, some people assume, I'm going to say this because since we're talking about assumptions, some people assume because I am honest and share my honest opinions and things on products, that they think that they can say stuff to me honestly without me asking for their opinion, and I'm not supposed to say anything. That drives me nuts. It's like, no. It's just rude to do that. I personally wouldn't do that. So yeah, I don't understand that. I'm definitely sensitive, but sometimes I let things bother me. That's where I'm sensitive. Sometimes I will let things bother me. I'm getting better about it. And even if it's a stupid comment, sometimes I will let like one comment bother me. And I'm definitely a lot better about it than I used to be. But you ask anybody that put some stuff out there, you can have thousands of people telling you, you know, we love you, you're awesome, we love this about you, this, and you can have one person say, you know what, the best thing about that last video was that jacket. That's a comment I got recently. The best thing about this video was the jacket. I was like, ouch. I even think I said that in a comment. It's like, but I'm going to tell you that I didn't let that bother me all day. I didn't. But there has been comments in the past that have gotten to me, but I feel like even stupid comments like that, I just think, I don't know why you're watching my channel then. I mean, if that's what you think, then don't watch my channel. If someone does something to somebody I love, if somebody did something to hurt somebody I loved, I don't know what I would do. I really, really don't. And I'm talking about something terrible. Somebody did something violent or something to hurt somebody that I love, I don't know what I would do. I really don't. I really don't know what I would do. That's all I'm going to say. You've been through a lot in your life, was probably made you stronger because of it. Yes, I do agree with that. Cautious in who I let close to me, and those who are loyal, those that are, you're very loyal to. Yes, absolutely, Lisa. That's true. That's what it is. I've just been burned by too many people. I don't trust people. Even in my adult life now, I've been burned by too many people. I'm a good friend to you, but if I give and give and give and give, and then I just get walked on over or mistreated, and and I'll let it go. I'll let things go for a while and just kind of see how things go. But if things start to continue to happen, then I just move on, because I don't need you in my life. You know what I mean? I just don't need it. I'm not someone that needs to have that. I'm just like, I'm content and happy with my life, that I don't waste my time on people like that. I just don't. I'd rather not have any friends at all than people that I don't want to have a friend that is not loyal and respectful of me, that when I'm not with them, then I'm just thinking like, all the things that they did to aggravate me, and then it aggravates me. So, you know what I mean? Like, it's just not worth my time. So that's true. You are a very creative person, both caring and kind. Yes, I am a very creative person. It's one of the reasons why I got into cosmetology, is because I'm just a creative person. And then when I started my blog, it was decorating. So again, that's being creative and decorating. And then I got into painting furniture. I started painting furniture actually before I started my blog. I used to do that, especially after I had my first miscarriage. I got into that, and it was very therapeutic during a really difficult time of my life. So I've always been a really, really creative person. So makeup is just another outlet for me to be creative, although I'm starting to get more into skincare, which skincare isn't creative, but I don't know, I'm like really into really, really getting into skincare lately. So you're going to see a lot more skincare content on my channel. I'm still going to share makeup, but I'm just like, I don't know, I'm really getting into skincare lately. Somebody said you don't take shit from anybody. I don't, honey. I don't. I did when I was a kid. I was bullied and I took a lot of it from people. I just let people abuse me. And so I think that's why I'm the way I'm even in relationships now. Like, if somebody is disrespectful to me and I give you a chance and I give you a chance and you're just bringing me down all the time, then I just move along because I just don't have time for it. I don't want it in my life, and that's that. I just don't waste my time. I do love animals. Cooking, girl? No. I hate to cook. Oh my gosh, I hate to cook. Please tell me I'm not the only one that hates to cook. It's so funny because maybe after the first year I might talk about diet and eating and all that, but I don't have recipes. I suck at cooking. I'm not a good cook. We pretty much eat the same thing every freaking week. Every freaking week we eat the same thing. I don't like to cook. I don't. I would be more, I would enjoy cooking more if I could really make what I want to make, but since I have so much restrictions on what I could eat, restrictions on what my husband can eat, I just don't feel like it. I just don't, and I feel like there's nothing that tastes good when you take all the good stuff out. You know what I mean? So my cooking is very boring. I hate to cook. I hate it. Those are all your assumptions. I got through most of them. I feel like, thank you guys so much. I really hope that you enjoyed it. Yeah, I think these are fun videos to watch. I hope that you found it fun and interesting. I'm not saying that I'm like this interesting person. I'm just a person, just like you. We're just, I'm just a person that has a YouTube channel, but I'm nobody, okay? But I always find it interesting, even anybody. It's just interesting to learn about somebody else, know a little bit more, and maybe there's some things that you were surprised about in this video. I don't know. So I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. So anyways, would really love it if you would follow me on all the socials, and I will catch you guys all in my next video. Bye. And look at how am I in focus? Okay. What was the question again? I don't remember where I was going with that, so we're just gonna drop it. What was my point? Really quickly, I'm just gonna show you the guys. I'm gonna show you the guys. Where's my mind? Really quickly, if you're new here, I don't know what that was. I heard a noise. Today's video, I am going to be did I say just do? I'm going to doing. Can I do that again? Let's just get up. Let's just do that again. Okay.